Hello students, welcome to Ali's Further Classes. So today I will be taking up the second part of the chapter, the fundamental units of life. This is the fifth chapter of class 9 science. So here we shall be discussing about the cell organelles. Okay, so we all know that every cell has a membrane. As we have, you can see in my first video, I have already discussed about cell membrane. That the cell is covered by a membrane and that is called a cell membrane. Okay. So every cell has a membrane around it. Okay. So keep its own contents separate from the external environment. So if this is a cell, this membrane is going to prevent the cell from the outer environment. Okay. So this outer environment, from the outer environment, the cell is being prevented because of the cell membrane. Okay. So large and complex cells, including cells from the multicellular organisms, need a lot of chemical activities to support their complicated structure and function. Okay. So for these activities to support, what happens is different kinds of organelles are there. Different kinds of cell organelles are there, with each of the cell organelle having its specific function. Okay. So in my part 1, I have already discussed about the nucleus and all. Some important cell organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi operators, lysosomes, mitochondria and plastids. These are some of the important cell organelles which I will be discussing today. They are very important as they carry out very crucial functions in a cell. Okay, so they have a very crucial function. So we shall start with endoplasmic reticulum. The cell organelle, first we will see for the endoplasmic reticulum. So in short, it is called as ER, endoplasmic reticulum. In short, it is called as ER. So this is a large network of membrane-bound tubes and sheets. Okay, this is a large bound membrane of tubes and sheets. It's look like a long tube. Okay, it's like a long tubular structure. Okay. Or it is somewhat round. And this endoplasmic reticulum are of two types. Okay, basically they are of two types. The first one is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, and the second one is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So the rough endoplasmic reticulum is abbreviated by RER and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is abbreviated by SER. Okay, so this endoplasmic reticulum is absent in prokaryotic cells and matured RBCs of mammals. Okay, and this endoplasmic reticulum has a somewhat structure similar to that of plasma membrane. Its structure is similar to that of plasma membrane. We have discussed about plasma membrane in my first part of the video. Okay, so when we see these rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum under a microscope, as they are not visible by the naked eye, so when we see them under the microscope, this rough endoplasmic reticulum seems to be very rough. So that's why its name was given as rough endoplasmic reticulum. And why they are seems to be rough? Because they have got some particles. Suppose this is the endoplasmic reticulum. So some particles of ribosomes is attached. Okay, so in the endoplasmic reticulum in which ribosomes are attached, that is a rough endoplasmic reticulum, and where there is a no ribosome attached with the endoplasmic reticulum, that is being called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so this is basically categorized on the basis of presence and absence of a ribosomes. So ribosomes which are present in all active cells are the sites of protein synthesis manufacture. Okay, these ribosomes, they initiate the protein synthesis. So the manufactured protein are then sent to various places in the cell depending upon the need using this ER. Okay, so ये क्या करता है? राइबोसोम क्या करता है? प्रोटीन बनाता है. Okay, so it is a protein manufacturer, and this protein is distributed in different various places in a cell, and this distribution is done with the help of endoplasmic reticulum. ER की मदद से ये different various cells में इसको भेजा जाता है. Okay, so if we talk about this SER, that is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, they helps in the manufacturing of fat molecules. What did they manufacture? They manufacture fat molecules. Okay, so this fat molecules, if we talk about, or we can also say lipids. Okay, or lipids. Okay, so these are important for cell function. Fat is also important for cell functioning, and lipids are also important for cell functioning. So some of these proteins and lipids help in building the cell membrane. Okay, ये जो lipids हैं और proteins हैं, these proteins and these lipids, they help in building this cell membrane. Okay, cell membrane की building में they just help. Okay, and this helping of in building the cell membrane is called as biogenesis. Okay, please listen carefully. Biogenesis is mostly asked in short questions. That biogenesis, what is biogenesis? So when these lipids and proteins, they help in building the cellular, the membrane, the cell membrane, this process is called as biogenesis. And some other proteins and lipids, they function as enzymes and hormones. Okay, some proteins and lipids, they function as enzyme and hormones. एक तो cell membrane बनाने के help में आता है. Second, they functions as a enzyme or hormones. Okay. And the third one very important thing is that although this ER, they varies greatly in appearance, because in one there is a ribosome attached and in other one there is a no ribosome attached, but they form a network system. What they form? They form a network system. Okay? They form a network system. So this was about the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now we shall see the functions of endoplasmic reticulum. What is the function of endoplasmic reticulum? Okay. So let's see the functions of ER. Okay, so the first very function is that it gives support to cell. What does it give? It gives support to cell. Okay, it provides a support to a cell. Okay, then secondly, it helps in the transport the transport of various substances, and these substances are transported from nuclear membrane to where it goes to a plasma membrane, and this function is vice versa, okay, or vice versa. So what does it mean? It means that it helps in transport of various substance from nuclear membrane. So in my previous video, if you know, I have explained about nuclear membrane. This is a nucleus, and the membrane that covers the nucleus is called as nuclear membrane. Okay? Similarly, plasma membrane, this is a cell, and the membrane that covers a cell is a plasma membrane. Okay? So from nuclear membrane it transfers to plasma membrane, and vice versa. Vice versa means from plasma membrane to nuclear membrane. Both the direction the transport is from nuclear membrane to plasma, and from plasma membrane to nuclear membrane. The third very important function of RER is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. They serve as a channel for the transport of materials, and which material it transports? It transports proteins. What does it transport? Proteins. Okay? So it helps in the transportation of proteins, and this protein is transported where? Between various regions of the cytoplasm, or between the cytoplasm and the nucleus. या तो cytoplasm के various region में transfer होगा, या cytoplasm से nucleus में. ठीक है? Similarly, there is a SER, that is a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. It helps in the synthesis and transport of lipids. Okay? And the last function of endoplasmic reticulum is that they play a very crucial role in detoxifying. What do? They detoxify. What they detoxify? Many poisonous drugs. Okay? Many poisonous drugs को ये toxify करते हैं. Poisons and drugs. Okay? So they toxify many poisons and drugs. So this was about the functioning of endoplasmic reticulum. You can see that there are 5 main functions of endoplasmic reticulum. It gives support to a cell. It helps in the transport of various substances from nuclear membrane to plasma membrane. Rough endoplasmic reticulum transports protein. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in the synthesis and transport of lipids. And fifth is that they help in detoxifying many poisons and drugs. So this was about all this. And one important thing I would like to tell you that if you have not subscribed our channel olischolar.com, please do subscribe it. Okay, just go on the link in a YouTube and subscribe our channel. And you can also go in a Play Store, and there you will see that we have got our apps, which is with the name CSCS e-learning. Just download it and see the chapters. Different chapters are there according to your NCERT syllabus. It is very concise notes. It is having a PDF notes, and also there are many MCQ questions are there that also you can solve. That is going to help you a lot. So please do subscribe it and also download our channel. So next we shall be seeing about Golgi operators. So next is the Golgi operators. If we talk about Golgi operators, it was described by Camillo Golgi, and on his name this was given as a Golgi operators. Okay, and it is also called as Golgi bodies. So Golgi bodies consist of a system of membrane bound vessels that are just like a flattened stacks and are arranged approximately parallel to each other in stacks. Okay, and these are called as pistons. Fine. So their membranes often have connections with the membranes of ER. So what happens if the membrane of Golgi is just connected to a membrane of endoplasmic reticulum and therefore constitute another portion of complex cellular membrane system. Okay. So the material synthesized near the ER is packed and dispatched to various targets inside and outside the cell through the Golgi operators. Okay, so the material synthesized near the ER is packed and dispatched to various targets inside and outside the cell through Golgi operators. So this Golgi operators, it helps in transportation of various materials. Okay, its function includes the storage, modification, packing of products in vessels. In some cases, complex sugar may be made from simple sugars into Golgi operators. What happens? Golgi operators, what does it do? It functions to make a complex sugar from the simple sugars. Okay, so Golgi operators is also involved in the formation of lysosomes. Okay, Golgi operators का क्या-क्या function है? You can see that Golgi operators has three main functions. The first one is the storage, modification and packing of products in the vessels. Second is that it converts complex sugar into a simple sugars, and the third is that it is involved in the formation of lysosomes. Lysosomes we shall be studying further, so we will see how these Golgi operators they help in making lysosomes. Okay, so next I will be telling you about lysosomes. Talking about lysosomes, they are structurally lysosomes are membrane bound sacs. It's again like a sac filled with digestive enzymes. The main thing is that lysosomes are filled with many of the digestive enzymes, and these enzymes are made up of rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so we have already studied about endoplasmic reticulum that they helps in the transport of protein. Okay, so they are found in eukaryotic cell, mostly in animals. Okay, they are not present in eukaryote, they are mostly present in animals. Okay, so let's see some of the functions of lysosomes. If we talk about lysosomes, lysosomes are a kind of waste disposal system of the cell. What does this means? That these helps to keep the cell clean by digesting any foreign material as well as worn out cell organelles. इसका क्या काम है? ये जितने भी वेस्ट मटेरियल्स हैं या जो भी फॉरेन मटेरियल्स हैं which are not useful, which are harmful, it just clean it out. That's why it is called as waste disposable system. Waste disposable system क्या है? कि जिसमें हम जितने भी वेस्ट हैं उनको डिस्पोज कर सकते हैं. ओके, सो इसका मेन फंक्शन यही है. सो और सेकंड थिंग इज दैट कि फॉरेन मटेरियल एंटरिंग दिस सेल, बहुत सारे फॉरेन मटेरियल्स होते हैं, बैक्टीरिया है, कुछ फूड्स हैं या कोई और ऑर्गेनल है जो कि एंटर करता है सेल्स के अंदर. व्हाट डज दिस लाइसोसोम्स डू? दिस लाइसोसोम जस्ट engulf them and they kill them. Okay, which breaks complex substances into simpler substances, and this also helps in complex substances to be converted into simple substances. So they provide protection against bacteria and viruses. जितने भी ये foreign materials हैं उनसे protection हमें कौन देता है? It is given by lysosomes. Okay, so they help to keep the गार्बेजेस ना आए, जो फालतू चीजें हैं, तो इसका किसका काम है? ये लाइसोसोम्स का काम है। ओके, सो this lysosomes, they are what happens during the disturbance in cellular metabolism. For example, when the cell gets damaged. अब कोई सेल डैमेज हो गई तो लाइसोसोम्स का क्या फंक्शन है? लाइसोसोम्स तुरंत अलर्ट हो जाएगा और वो क्या करेगा? बिल्कुल ब्रस्ट करेगा और एंजाइम्स को डाइजेस्ट कर लेगा अपने सेल के अंदर, ओके, देयर ओन सेल। So that's why they are called as suicidal bags of the cell. Why they are called as the suicidal bags? Because they just engulf the damaged cell or like that. Okay. So next function we need to see, next cell organelle we need to see is mitochondria. Mitochondria का तो आप सबने नाम सुना होगा, it is very famous and this is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Now the question is that why mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell? कि सेल क्या पावर हाउस मीन्स कि जो हेड है किसी भी चीज में, लाइक इन योर स्कूल यू कैन सी दैट हु इज द मोस्ट पावरफुल? योर प्रिंसिपल. एट योर होम द पावर हेड इज हु? योर फादर इज द पावर head. Similarly, mitochondria is given the name of the powerhouse of the cells. It is because it synthesizes energy in the form of ATP. जो ATP का ये सिंथेसिस करता है, जो एनर्जी ये निकालता है, इसके कारण इसको पावर हाउस कहा गया है। अब एनर्जी इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट है, यस, क्योंकि विदाउट एनर्जी कोई भी काम नहीं होने वाला और माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया का काम है कि ये एनर्जी ATP के फॉर्म में सिंथेसाइज करे, या फर्दर आई विल बी टेलिंग यू इन डिटेल। सो इसलिए इसको पावर हाउस ऑफ द सेल बोला गया। नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस, माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के पास 2 मेम्ब्रेन कवरिंग्स होती हैं। द आउटर मेम्ब्रेन इज पोरस व्हाइल द इनर मेम्ब्रेन इज डीपली फोल्डेड। ओके, सो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के पास 2 मेम्ब्रेन्स हैं, जो आउटर मेम्ब्रेन है वो पोरस है, ओके, और जो अंदर वाली है वो डीपली फोल्डेड होती है, ऐसे वो फोल्डेड फॉर्म में होती है। So these folds increase the area of ATP generating chemical reaction. Okay, जब भी कोई chemical reaction होता है तो इन folding की वजह से surface area जो है वो बढ़ जाता है, तो वो ATP और generate होती है। Okay, so the energy required for various chemical activities needed for the life is released by mitochondria in the form of ATP. ठीक है, जो भी हमें एनर्जी चाहिए वेरियस केमिकल एक्टिविटीज के लिए अपने लाइफ में, वो कौन निकालता है? ये सब माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया का काम है। और किस फॉर्म में? इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ATP. व्हाट इज दिस ATP? इट्स अ एडेनोसिन ट्राइफॉस्फेट. 3 phosphorus are attached, so that's why it's a triphosphate molecule. So ATP is known as the energy currency of the cell. The body uses energy stored in ATP for making the new chemical compounds for mechanical work. Okay, so mitochondria are strange organelles in the sense that they have their own DNA and ribosomes. Therefore, mitochondria are able to make some of their own proteins. Okay, so this was about mitochondria. They are able to make some of their own proteins. Okay, so let's see the functions of mitochondria. Before seeing the functions of the mitochondria, I would like to again tell that if you have not subscribed our channel, please do subscribe it. And if you have not downloaded our app, just go in Google Play and download the app. It's with the name CSCS e-learning. Okay, just download it and there you can get interesting videos, PDF notes are there, and also you can find various kinds of MCQ questions. Okay, so let's see the functions of mitochondria. There are the sites of cellular respiration. इनको क्या बोला गया? ये cellular respiration जो भी है उसके साइट्स हैं। ऐसा क्यों बोला गया? बिकॉज दे प्रोवाइड द एनर्जी फॉर वाइटल एक्टिविटीज ऑफ लिविंग सेल्स। जितने भी वाइटल एक्टिविटीज हैं लिविंग सेल्स की, उनको एनर्जी कौन देता है? बैक्टीरिया देता है. Okay. So that's why they are called as the cellular respiration and the sites for the cellular respiration. The second important thing that I have already told you is about the ATP. ATP की स्टोरेज की वजह से इसको पावर हाउस ऑफ द सेल भी बोलते हैं. सो दे स्टोर एनर्जी रिलीज ड्यूरिंग द रिएक्शन इन फॉर्म ऑफ ATP. ATP is what? It's energy currency of the cell. Therefore, they are called the powerhouse of the cell. Okay? So ATP is the energy currency. Energy currency है, इसलिए इसको powerhouse of the cell बोलते हैं. Okay? So now we should see about plastids. What are the plastids? So plastids are mostly present in plant cell and they are absent in animal cell. This is one of the difference also in plant and animal cells, that they have plastids, but in animal cell it is absent. Like in plant cell we have the cell wall, which I have already taught you in my first video, and it is absent in animal cell. We shall be seeing the differences in plant cell and animal cell in detail and about their structure also, about their cell also. So they are usually spherical in shape and double membrane bound organelles. Okay, so the shape of a plastid is how it's spherical in shape and it's a doubly bound organelle. How is it? It's a doubly bound organelle. So they also have their own DNA and ribosomes. The main important thing about plastids is that, please notice it. It is generally asked in our medical exams that they have their own DNA and ribosomes. Okay, we generally skip these things, but it is a very small thing but very relevant thing, that they have their own DNA and ribosomes. Okay, so now we shall be seeing about the types of plastids. So plastids are mainly of three types: chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Okay, so chloroplast is very common. You must have heard in the chapter in your previous class, in the chapter in photosynthesis, you must have heard about chloroplast. So what is chloroplast? It's a green color plastid. Acha, one thing I would like to tell you, this division of plastids, this three is made on the basis of the color. Chloroplast is green in color, chromoplast is colorful plastids but it does not have green, and leucoplast is colorless. तो colors के basis पे plastids को तीन parts में divide किया गया है. Okay, so these chloroplasts, they are green colored plastids that contain chlorophyll. Now the question is, which makes the color of chloroplast green? It is because of the या जो भी आपके सेल ऑर्गेनल्स हैं उनके कारण है, और इनके डिफरेंट सबके अपने फीचर्स हैं। नाउ वी शैल सी द फंक्शंस ऑफ प्लास्टिड्स। तो प्लास्टिड्स का मेन रोल तो फोटोसिंथेसिस में है, जो कि क्लोरोफिल, प्लास्टिड का एक फॉर्म जो है क्लोरोफिल, वो बहुत हेल्प करता है। तो क्लोरोप्लास्ट ट्रैप सोलर एनर्जी एंड यूटिलाइज इट टू मैन्युफैक्चर फूड फॉर द प्लांट। ठीक है, क्लोरोप्लास्ट का सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट है प्लास्टिड्स में, क्योंकि वो क्या करता है, सन की एनर्जी, लाइट को लेता है और इन द प्रेजेंस एंड ऑल्सो टेक्स CO2 एंड इट्स मैन्युफैक्चर्स फूड। दैट फूड इज मेड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ कार्बोहाइड्रेट एंड इट जस्ट रिलीजेस ऑक्सीजन। एंड इफ वी टॉक अबाउट क्रोमोप्लास्ट, जो कलरफुल प्लास्टिड थे, वो क्या करते हैं, ये वेरियस कलर्स देते हैं फ्लावर्स में। अब क्या है, आपको फ्लावर्स के डिफरेंट कलर्स दिखते हैं, तो वो कलर्स बेसिकली फ्लावर में कैसे आते हैं, फ्लावर्स कलरफुल क्यों होते हैं, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस क्रोमोप्लास्ट। क्लोरोप्लास्ट लीफ को ग्रीन बनाता है, क्रोमोप्लास्ट फ्लावर्स को कलर देते हैं, और इस कलरफुल फ्लावर्स के कारण क्या बेनिफिट होता है कि जो भी पॉलिनेशन होता है, जो भी इंसेक्ट्स हैं, बहुत सारे बटरफ्लाइज और जितने भी बग्स वगैरह हैं, वो फ्लावर की तरफ अट्रैक्ट होते हैं, पॉलिनेशन होता है जस्ट टू गेन द नेक्टर, बिकॉज दीज फ्लावर्स आर कलरफुल। अगर वो कलरफुल नहीं होते तो ये बटरफ्लाई वगैरह फ्लावर्स की तरफ अट्रैक्ट नहीं होते फॉर गेटिंग द नेक्टर, एंड दिस पॉलिनेशन वुड नॉट बी पॉसिबल। एंड नेक्स्ट इज द ल्यूकोप्लास्ट, दैट इज अ कलरलेस प्लास्टिड. It helps in the storage of food in the form of starch and protein and fats. Okay, so the main function of this is the storage of starch, proteins and fats. Okay, so in different form it has been stored, or leucoplast helps in the storage of foods in different form, that is in the form of starch, that is a carbohydrate. Starch is a carbohydrate, proteins and different fats. Okay, so this was all about the various organelles, the main cell organelles we have studied. Okay, next we shall be, in my next video we shall be seeing about some left organelles which are not very primary organelles, but they are also important. We shall see the difference between animal cell and a plant cell, and the main focus will be on cell division, how the cell gets divided. Okay, so we shall be seeing that in my next videos. So this was all for today. Hope you have liked the lecture. This was a concise form of a note and a lecture, so that you can be all of the cell organelles along with their functions may be covered. Okay, so functions are main important from the examination point of view. Fine. So I hope you have liked my video, and if you have liked it, please give a like button, and you have not subscribed our channel Oli Scholar yet, please do subscribe it so that you can get the daily updates of the videos. And we also have our app. If you go in a Google Play, you can just see that there is a CSCS e-learning app is there. Just go download it. You will get videos, MCQ questions, and also a PDF notes for every chapter topic wise. So just go and download it. So thank you so much. Thank you students for watching.